Well, cross that line past the no trespass sign.
Welcome back to
Dust
Vibe Podcast's
kicking
Conspiracy
up,
Club.
moon hanging
Today we're revisiting
fine.
Solar Noon versus
Heard a
1223 of the
honk
Kirk
from the
shooting, a
canyon
topic
on
researched
the
again for us by David Morgan. I'm joined by Charles and Angela.
Greetings, Alice. It's always a privilege to delve into the precise measurements of time and celestial mechanics. As a horologist, I find the interplay of natural solar cycles and human-made clocks endlessly fascinating, especially when accuracy is paramount.
Thank you for having me. In my work as a cold and warm case investigator, the smallest details can crack a case wide open. Environmental evidence, particularly shadow analysis, provides crucial anchors for timelines and verifying the truth, making this topic incredibly relevant.
Excellent. So, let's dive into the specifics David researched, particularly how it refines our understanding of shadow behavior. The shooting in question occurred on Wednesday, September 10, 2025, at 12:23 p.m. MDT. Angela, when you get a timestamp like that, what immediately comes to mind from an investigative standpoint?
That precise timestamp, 12:23 p.m., is absolutely critical, Alice. Every single minute, every second, has the potential to alter the visual evidence, especially concerning light and shadow. We need to know if the shadows depicted in any footage or photographs align with what should physically be present at that exact moment. Any deviation is a significant lead.
And this is where the concept of solar noon becomes vital. While the clock reads 12:23 p.m., our research confirms that solar noon for that date and location isn't until 1:23 p.m. This means the shooting actually happened a full hour before the sun reached its highest point in the sky. It's a significant distinction from a time-telling perspective, directly impacting shadow characteristics.
That's a fascinating point, Charles. So, if the event happened at 12:23 p.m., an hour before solar noon, what would the shadows on, say, the Losey building, or even on people, typically look like, according to David's refined calculations?
At 12:23 MDT, the sun is still climbing in the eastern part of the sky. Our updated data shows an altitude of 51.85 degrees and an azimuth of 155.28 degrees. This angle means shadows would indeed be cast diagonally. For example, a person approximately 1.7 meters tall, roughly 5 feet 7 inches, their shadow would be about 1.34 meters, about 4 feet 5 inches, pointing towards the west-northwest.
For an investigator, this translates into specific visual cues. We would expect shadows to be long and dynamic. On buildings, this lower angle light would rake across the facade, highlighting architectural details and creating texture. You'd see clear shadows from cornices, ledges, and columns. On individuals, their shadows would be stretched behind them, pointing generally west-northwest. We'd look for this specific visual signature in any evidence.
And how would that compare to shadows at solar noon, or just moments after, like 1:24 p.m.?
While there's a clear shift, David's research provides a crucial refinement. At 1:24 p.m., just after solar noon, the sun is indeed near its highest point with an altitude of 54.31 degrees and an azimuth of 180.18 degrees. For that same 1.7 meter tall person, the shadow shortens to about 1.22 meters, or 4 feet, pointing almost due north. And it's important to clarify, Alice, that while we say the sun is at its zenith here, we're using it colloquially to mean its highest point, rather than its scientific definition of being directly overhead.
Exactly, Charles, and this is where the precision of David's research is so valuable for us. The difference in shadow length for our 1.7 meter person between 12:23 p.m. and 1:24 p.m. is approximately 12 centimeters or 5 inches. This is absolutely noticeable to a trained eye and critical for forensic analysis. It's a discernibly shorter shadow pointing north. Facades would appear flatter, and light would be more direct, creating harsher shadows under features like brows and noses. So, while the difference is measurable and extremely significant for an investigator, a 5-inch discrepancy is never negligible. It refines our understanding of the degree of visual change, which is vital for accurate timeline reconstruction.
So, the takeaway here is that even a difference of just 1 hour, in relation to solar noon, and a shadow difference of a mere 12 centimeters, still profoundly impacts the visual environment and provides critical clues for investigators. It's the precision that matters.
Absolutely. Shadow analysis is a powerful tool in forensic investigation. By understanding these precise shifts in direction, length, and character, we can corroborate or challenge timelines, verify witness statements, and even assess the authenticity of visual evidence. It's about ensuring the physical world's presentation aligns with the reported facts of a case. Any deviation, no matter how small, becomes an investigative lead.
And it underscores the importance of distinguishing between clock time and the sun's true position. Our devices provide an average civil time, but the natural world operates on solar time. For precise analysis of environmental factors like shadows, understanding that distinction and continually refining our data is paramount. It's a reminder that even in our technologically advanced age, the ancient art of sundial observation still holds immense value for modern forensics.
That's all for today. A big thank you to our guest researcher, David Morgan, for providing
Well,
updated
cross that
research on our
line
topic.
past the no
I'm your host,
trespass
Alex.
sign. Dust kicking up, moon hanging fine. Heard a hum from the canyon low, felt a spotlight shine like it wanted to know. Down in Area 51 where the secrets sleep, they say the truth ain't ours to keep. Silver ships and government lies, blink once and you're gone from sight. Yeah.